Hey everyone, welcome to this lesson. In this one, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about local and versus global scope. Now, the concept of a scope is something that we have actually came across in the past, but I actually chose to not dive deeper into it, mainly because I wanted us to kind of go over some of the basics of the Python to understand the code a little bit better, such as, like all functions and if and else statements and all that stuff. So now that we have a kind of a better understanding of Python, obviously we're nowhere near close, but now that we have a better understanding, it's time to learn about the local and global scopes. So what is this exactly? So the idea with a local and global scope is that when you actually code in Python, okay, there are certain parts of code that have a global scope, and there are certain parts of the code that have a local scope. And when you define something locally, you cannot use it globally. I know this everything I said is just confusing, but allow me to explain. So I got an example for you, so that hopefully makes it a little bit easier to understand before we dive into the code. But look at this, for example. We got a street, we got a house here, and we got two apple trees, right? One is in this house, in the backyard of this house, right? And one is in the street, all right? So this apple tree in the backyard essentially belongs to the residents of this house. So the idea with this is that only residents of this house have access to this apple tree and they can like eat the apple, right? So that's a local scope. Essentially, this means that, only local people, meaning that the residents, have access to this tree, all right? But we got another tree which is in this street, like other side of the street there, it doesn't belong to anybody. This is essentially a global scope. The idea with this is that this is accessible by everybody who, crosses the street or like who drives by or whatever. They can just stop and grab an apple and leave. So this is accessible by everybody, even the residents of this house, right? This is a local scope because again, it is only accessible by the people who own the house. But this apple tree in this street is accessible by everybody. It's a global scope. It's accessible by anyone who crosses here, and also anyone who lives in this house as well, right? So the idea is that anything that is local scope is only accessible by local, owners, and then anything that is global is accessible globally and also by local users. Right? So that is the concept of a global versus local scope. Now let's actually explain it in the code, all right? So I want you to remember this. By the way, I'm going to leave a link for you guys to download this in a resource section, so you can download this PDF. Just take a look at it if you want. I might actually add another code in the next page, so, make it easier for you guys to understand. But anyways, so let's go ahead and look at it in the code and see how actually it looks. So we got a very simple code. We got a, variable outside, right? This is an outside variable. This means that it is global. So that means that everyone in this code can actually access this variable. But we actually have a function here. And this function actually defines something similar to this global variable. Again, apples equals 2. Now, this is bad practice to actually have variables defined inside a function and also outside of the function that are similar, like named similarly, which something we'll talk about later. But I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to think about the results of this code. So we got a print here that is going to print the apples, right? And then we got another one that is going to print the apple, but this print is inside this function. This print is outside of this function, right? So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen here? So let's actually run this. So I want you to, again, pause this for a video for a second and think about what are we going to print here, all right? What are we going to print when this is going to run? So if I run this, we're going to get the first one, which is this function. It's going to show us 2 apples inside this function. So see, we got this function, this print that is accessing this apple variable, right? But this variable is defined locally, because when you actually call a variable inside a function, the first thing it does is that it checks it locally, and if it doesn't find it, it goes global. All right. So what happens is that because there's a variable that exists locally inside this function, what we did was that we called the local variable, and then this print function is calling a global variable because it cannot access anything local, right? The local is private. If you remember, like that apple tree example, the locals are private. So this means that this print function is going to access this apple variable that is outside, that is global, which is this one. So we're going to print 2 first, and they're going to print 1 after. So that's the concept of local and global, scope. And again, this is how it actually works. It's very, very simple to understand, right? Now, obviously, again, I want to talk about this later on. We're going to get into a lot more details when it comes to local and global scopes, especially like not naming, like using the same naming convention when you actually are defining stuff locally and globally. But we'll get to that later. Anyway, so that's just a simple one. Now, let's actually do something a lot more interesting. All right. So I want to define something. For example, I want to say player health. Let's say we're designing a game. All right. Let's say this player health is 10. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a function. I'm going to say, let's say they drink a potion. Okay. So it's just like a health potion or something, right? And the potion strength is 2. All right, cool. So it adds something, right? So if I print this, let's say I want to print player health here. So what do you think we're going to get? Let's actually, define this. Let's actually run this function too. All right. So what do you think if I print this, like if I actually run this, what do you think I'm going to get? What I'm going to get is, do you think what do you think we're calling here? We're calling the player health here, right? So what we did is that we're going to get 10 if I run this. And there you go. So we got 10. So again, what happened is that we accessed a global, variable, which is outside within this function, right? And even when we call a function itself, I want you to remember this, even when we call the function itself, the reason right now we can, oh my God, this thing is killing me. There you go. The reason we can actually, call this function is simply because this function is on a global scale by itself, on a global scope. So if you think about it, this defined drink potion is itself on a global scope, right? Because it's on the first level or line of the code. But let's say we put it inside another function. Let's say I'm going to define like a function called game, okay? And we're going to put all of this inside it. So now, guess what's going to happen? If I want to call this function, I won't be able to. Why is that? Because we put this function inside another one. So this function is no longer global on a global scope. It's on a local scope. It's on a local scope within the game function. See? So now the scope has changed. So if I want to, let's say I could, for example, call this function within the scope of this of this function itself. So again, if I'm calling it right here, see, it works because again it is local right now, right? It's within the function, the main function. But if I call it outside, it's not going to work, right? We get the error. So if I run this, we're gonna get the namespace error, like the name error. Drink potion is not defined. It says, wait a minute, what is this thing? I don't have access to this, right? So that is the difference between a local versus global scope. Now, I will open on this more and more later on because I want us to kind of get introduced and understand this concept a little bit better. But again, so far, I hope this made sense. when you define something globally, you cannot when you define something locally, you cannot access it globally, right? But when you define something globally, you can access it locally, right? So we can access this player health inside this function, no matter how many indentations we have. But because, like, for example, this, if I define this function, this variable inside this function, I will not be able to access it, globally. So if I print, for example, and if I print potion strength, there you go. If I drop this right here, we're going to get the same error. It says potion strength is not defined. Why is that? Because this variable was defined locally inside this function. And again, another function which is on top of it, but again, it's still local, right? So it's not global, that's why we can't access it. So that is the concept of local versus global scope, guys. I hope it made sense. We're gonna go open on this a little bit more because there are some other stuff that you want to understand, and hopefully it makes more sense. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. If not, I'll see you in the next lesson.